This is Wednesday. The Saugeen Plein painting group always meets at different locations. Today we are traveling to Sulphur Spring Conservation Park. It's a 10-minute drive south of Hanover. So we're going to leave our four walls of the art studio, and then we'll be traveling down to the park, and we'll be doing some painting. We'll be meeting other artists at the park. We always meet every Wednesday. So normally I just bring my travel bag. It's everything I need. Has brushes, water, my palette, and my sketchbook. But today I'll be doing a video of plein air painting. So I'll be taking my watercolor easel, a larger block of watercolor paper, and my other brushes and other equipment, my lunch. So we have about 5 hours till we can paint outside. So I invite you to join me today and follow me to the park. Hello, we are at the Sulphur Springs Conservation Park, and now what I'm going to be doing is just walking around to see where the best location to sketch and paint. So I found the wonderful spot where I'll be sitting and setting up. My plan is to sketch this little island in the front. So it's time to start taking my trolley apart and start getting set up. So I have everything all set up now. I've got my comfortable chair, I got lunch. Normally, like I said in the art studio, if I have a couple hours to sketch or less than a couple hours, I just bring my carry-on bag and it has everything in here. But since I know I'll be here for 3 to 4 hours, I'm going to paint a little bit larger. We were here a couple of weeks ago, so what I did is sketched in the morning and then a small sketch in the afternoon. So I've got my plein air painting palette all set up. I'll be painting a little bit bigger today, and I'll be taking photographs as I go, so that way I'll have a slideshow at the end of this video. Okay. All right, so now I'm ready to add watercolor to my sketch. I try to keep my sketch really simple. Now I just purchased this palette. It's a universal palette, fits any easel, which is wonderful, and has a bottom tray which becomes a cover afterwards. Has a place to put my brushes. So we're ready to go. I'm going to kind of add the shadows first. So we're going to make a shadow mixture by making a wash of ultramarine blue and alizarin crimson, and I apply that really fast and quickly, so that way I have my shadows in contrast. It's all established. So after the shadows are done, then I can add the greens and add the water in front of it. But once the shadows are on, then I don't have to worry if the cloud covers the sun. Everything is ready. Okay. So my plan is, originally I thought I'm going to do shadows, but the sun is being overcast right now, and I think what I'm going to do is just kind of do a wet on wet wash on this, and so I'm just going to do some of my background trees, and just add some background color right now. Just wet on wet, very soft. Okay, so I'm into the middle of my painting right now. I did my wet on wet, and then I added some background foliage, and then I add some browns to my trees. I added my shadows, and my rocks is really important to do. I left white. My first wash on wet on wet, I did add alizarin crimson, just kind of have a little bit of a red glow to them. I got my water, and you'll find that as the conditions change, and that all of a sudden the sun is out and it's bouncing off your paper, it's like too much white, and you think you have a darker wash when you put it on, and it just dries lighter, and watercolors do that as a rule. Dries about 30% lighter. So I'll be putting more darks, adding more darks, and then I'll probably bring it home, and then after I bring it home, I'll find it needs more darks, because painting outside, it seems like the colors get very dull, and you think you have a darker value on it, but it's not. When you actually go indoors, you have to add a little bit more punch to it. So I'm happy with my painting so far. I'm just going to work away, and I will probably film again tonight and just show you the touch-ups and show you the finished painting. But it was a great day to paint with our artist friends today. So, I had a great time today. It was sunny, had lots of shadows. It was such a nice time painting with the other artists. So I just came back to my art studio, and I just finished putting some touch-ups to this painting. And again, what I said earlier when outside is that I found that every time I come back to the studio from a plein air painting, I just have to put a little bit more darks. Because when you're outside and you have all the sun that's shining against your eyes and you're trying to paint, it seems like that you think you had a dark wash initially, but it gets really lightened as it dries. So I put my final touches on. I am so happy. I had such a great time today with the other artists. Hope you enjoyed your day too.